Welcome back to my channel. Today we're making my first food blog, and I thought now that school just started, I know for me it's very difficult to eat or have the time to sit down and eat in the morning. And even if you don't have kids, maybe you're not taking your kids to school, but maybe you work and don't have the time to sit down and have breakfast. And a lot of times it's also not practical to just maybe have some oatmeal or some scrambled eggs and eat it with a spoon and a fork in your car. This is one of my favorite on-the-go breakfast options for many reasons. It's easy, it's simple, you can make it the day of or prep like myself, which I do for typically 3 days. You can also take it in the car, you can eat it as you go. You don't have to sit down, but it's healthy, it's balanced, and it's everything you need to get you going in the morning. So to start, the first thing that I use is some whole wheat tortillas. I typically like to use 100% whole grain. If you do not like whole grain, feel free to use the white flour version. I also like to put some fresh spinach in there, black beans, tomato. You can use whole tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, whatever your preference is. I like to make a sauce for it that requires chipotle peppers and plain Greek yogurt. And I also like to mix some whole eggs with egg whites. So let's go ahead and show you how I make this perfect wrap to get you started in the morning. The first thing we're gonna do is take those 3 whole eggs and mix it with a carton of egg whites. After whisking the eggs together, you're going to cook your eggs as you normally would and set the eggs aside.
Now we're going to go ahead and rinse the black beans.
Well, my daughter wanted to help me with the voiceovers, and how could I say no, right? So what we're going to do now is take half a cup of the plain Greek yogurt and add it to your blender. We're going to also take half a juice from a lemon, making sure that there's no seeds, and we're going to add it as well. Now we're also going to add half a teaspoon of sea salt and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now we're going to add the chipotle peppers. I like to add a lot of spice to it. If you don't, feel free to cut this in half and only use half a pepper. I like a lot of spice, so this is why I'm adding 1.5. Now we're just going to put it in the blender until it's nice and smooth. As you can see, it has a perfect consistency. If you like it more liquidy, feel free to add more lemon. If you like it a little thicker, feel free to add more Greek yogurt or reduce the lemon. Now let's go ahead and start putting the wrap together. The first thing I'm going to do is take the driest ingredient first, which is the spinach, and after that I will place the eggs on top of it. And the reason for that is because we don't want to create any moisture once you put it as a prep in the fridge. So after you place the eggs on top of the spinach, we're going to also go ahead and place the beans. As you can see, I like to go in a pattern, but this is to create a nice dry environment for it once you place it in the fridge. Then we're going to add the tomatoes, and we're going to put the sauce right on top of that. After the sauce, I will place a little more spinach on top to, again, prevent any moisture from getting through the wrap. And if you've never wrapped before with 100% whole wheat or 100% whole grain, I will let you know it's a lot harder than dealing with white flour. So if this is your first time, I would suggest starting with a white wrap until you get used to it, because whole wheat wraps can be a little trickier to wrap. And after we're done wrapping it, all we're going to do is put it in a pan to make sure we seal it all together. But we are done. Let me know your thoughts on this recipe and if you want to see more. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and stay tuned because there's a lot more to come.